Yes, guys, you read the title right. You are watching a triple K.E.M. strike on the map Strike Zone, and this is amazing. So let me introduce myself if you guys are new. Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Jake here, or Mr. Invincible, and today I'm bringing you guys another phantasmagorical gameplay. Once again, bringing you guys my best gameplay on Ghost, and this definitely surpasses my last best gameplay on Ghost, which was a solo double chem. And then the gameplay before that was world's fastest chem, but this is my best so far. A triple K.E.M. strike, playing with two friends, and I'll just talk about that quickly. So basically, this is without a doubt, the best lobby I think I've ever had. Now we played, I think this is my 4th or 5th game on. I've actually had a friend over, and he was sitting here watching the gameplay and watching me play the entire game, and we like screamed and shit once I got it, and it was amazing, honestly. So as you can see there's a ballistic vest, and I was playing with two friends in the game. I had a in real life friend next to me while I was playing this, but I was playing with two friends, Mitch and Sideways, or Trent, and Trent is not the best player. No offense, Trent. He's alright, but he's not the best at Ghost. So he runs support for himself because he thinks that he may as well, because he finds it hard to get chems. And so I think I picked up 2 ballistic vests throughout this game. Honestly, I don't think they actually saved my life in any point. By the way, Mitch was running Specialist. He's a machine. But Trent was running support for himself, and I think I picked up 2 ballistic vests, possibly 3, but they really don't save me in any instances at all throughout the entire gameplay. They might have, but I don't believe they did. But anyway, this is an absolutely insane gameplay. As you can see, I'm going ham, and I practically keep them in this A spawn trap for the majority of the game, and we did a good job, seeing as it was just us 3, and I actually had Trent or Sideways muted this entire game, which I find kind of funny. I had him muted because he's annoying, but I was talking to Mitch, and Mitch was just raging off the entire game, and it was a good game, but I just had an amazing game. Not gonna lie, it was sick. I don't know how fast my chems were, but if they were fast, I'll put them in the title, possibly. It was also 102 to 10 specialist. Absolutely crazy gameplay. Definitely one of my best, if not the best, I think I've ever got in any Call of Duty. I believe this is up there in the first 10 triple chems ever. And if you think this is a supported gameplay, as you see, I've still got my ballistic vest at that point there. I still had it on, so that means it didn't save me at any point throughout that chem strike streak. And I only picked it up at around 20 kills anyway, so it only helped me get about 4 kills. But if you guys have to complain about me having a friend running support for himself, then that's all good with me. It's a legit gameplay. This is honestly the best lobby I've ever had, no doubt about it at all. The 4 games or so we had before this, every single game ended up with 1 or 2 people in it for about 150 points of the Dom game. And we were getting crazy lag at this point in the game, by the way, if you can't tell already. But we were getting insano bad lobbies. It was just unlucky, and then this lobby popped up, and then Trent and Mitch were actually AFK for about the first minute and a half, so I was like, shit, it's gonna be like solo. But then they came back and they started playing, and I was like, okay. And then we had this host migration and such, and which actually I like having that host migration because it gave me time to just chill, relax, rethink about the situation, and figure out what I was going to do next. Now, Strike Zone is my best map. You guys can complain about Strike Zone if you want. It's the easiest map to get gameplays on, simply for the fact that every map is the size of Wasteland times 7, and probably the size of the entire Skyrim map in general. So Strike Zone is pretty much the only good map in the game, to be honest. There's a couple decent ones like Warhawk, Tremor, Prison Break, Octane. They're decent, but they're not anywhere near as good as Strike Zone is, just because of the sheer factor that it's small and people generally like small maps. But I stick around this side of the map for the majority of the game, this type of area, and I honestly, we do win the game, by the way, which is actually good. We win, even though I don't even think I got a cap, but I was killing everybody off the flags anyway, so I was defending a fair bit, if that helped my cause. But this is one of the first and very rare games where I get good connections. A good connection, which is actually really surprising because I'm usually lagging like all over the place horribly in this game, but I don't know what happened. Maybe I got host after the host migration, because whenever I get a good connection, that's when I drop my gameplays usually. So that's how rare it is for me to get get a good connection in this game. It only seems to happen in this game, but I don't really know why. But I'm not going to be able to commentate this entire commentary because it's about like 12 minutes, 11 minutes long in total, or 10-minute long commentary. So I'm going to leave a song on at the end, but I'm just going to talk about this class setup and such. I was going to do a class setup video tomorrow, but I can't do that now because I'm uploading this like as soon as it's finished rendering, which will take forever. And it's honestly an amazing gameplay. My class setup is the AK-12. I'm using suppressor and extender mags, and my perk loadout is sleight of hand, stalker, amplify, focus, and scavenger. And my specialist, I unlock dead silence. I mean, not dead silence, dead eye, quick draw, dead silence. And then my specialist bonus, I get ping, hardline, ICU, and some other perk. It might be blast shield. Actually, it's lightweight. It's agility. But that's my specialist loadout. I'm going to do a class setup video explaining all my classes in the coming week. If you guys want to see that, then like this video and I'll get it out as fast as possible. I don't know how many likes this will get, but hopefully it gets a lot. If you do enjoy this gameplay, please click that like button. If you don't, just because I pick up one ballistic vest or two ballistic vests that does nothing, then that's fantastic too. I don't really care, but honestly, this gameplay, I can't get over it. I got about an hour ago now, but I don't even know. I just went off. At the start of this game, I was like to my friend who was sitting next to me, I was like, bro, what gun should I use, the Honey Badger or the AK? And he's like, oh, you should use the AK because you're good with that. And I'm like, oh, but I want to use the Honey Badger. So I was all confused, and then I was lucky enough that I actually did pick the AK-12, and I went off with it, not going to lie. 102 kill specialist, absolutely amazing. My best gameplay today. Up there in the top 10, maybe top 5 possibly, of triple chems that aren't like in a full party, like proper support party. This was just me and a couple buddies playing. But up there, just with one of the top few gameplays out there at the moment that's in Domination, which I'm proud to say that I got, especially me being a fairly casual kind of gaming setup and that kind of stuff, getting a beast gameplay like this. But anyway guys, if you did enjoy this gameplay, make sure you stick around to the end, watch the entire video. That would be fantastic, because I do go off towards the end and then I call in all my chems and stuff, and it's just really good. And anyway guys, drop a like if you did enjoy it. Thanks for watching guys, really appreciate it. Subscribe if you have not already, that would be fantastic. Let's reach for 2,400 subs next guys, and thanks for watching guys, peace.
Changed. Everybody's asking me, are you okay? Struggle every second minute of these days.